Welcome back to my channel. So it is almost time for Thanksgiving, and I am going to be doing a banana pudding remake, guys. Let's hop right into this video. So I'm starting off with my medium saucepan. And I did 1.5 cups of sugar, just a little over 1.5 cups. My measurements was just a little off. 6 egg yolks, and then 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. Remember from my first video, every egg yolk you put in your mixture, you want to put a tablespoon of cornstarch. And then I'm going to add in 4.5 cups of milk. You can use whole milk. I'm using 2% milk. And then, of course, we're going to cut our stove on a low heat, and we are going to whisk our lives away. I decided to do a banana pudding remake because, first of all, I was not going to cook this year for Thanksgiving. I was not doing anything. I just bought this house, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to cook. I'm just going to show up to my house and I'm just gonna eat. Well, my mother said the devil's a lie. And so I'm starting off making banana puddings for Thanksgiving. And we are going to whisk and just wait until it starts to get thick. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, honestly. And you're going to feel it get thick and you're going to see it get thick. And it's going to start to get harder to stir. That's why I like to transfer my pudding to my KitchenAid. In my first video, I don't believe I had a KitchenAid, so I didn't use one. But once it starts to get thick, you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter and then a tablespoon of vanilla, or however much vanilla you want to add into it. And then you can switch over to a spoon and just fold in that butter and that vanilla until that butter melts. Also, at this point, cut your stove off. And once your butter melts, again, we're going to transfer this over to our KitchenAid. Guys, you can literally, the pudding, you can start assembling your banana pudding cups like this. If you're using a pan, you can do the pan. But I don't know. It takes it to another level when you allow the KitchenAid to stir in that pudding or whisk the pudding for about 10 minutes. It becomes nice, creamy, velvety. It's a beautiful consistency. This is good too. It looks like both of them gonna look like pudding, but you're gonna see the difference when we let the KitchenAid do what it do. So again, I'm gonna use my whisk attachment, and I'm also gonna pour in 1/2 cup of milk just to thin it out just a little bit because it really got really thick. And I cut my KitchenAid on a level 4, and again, I let this whisk consistently for 10 minutes. And while we're doing that, this also allows our pudding to start to cool down a little bit because the cups I'm using they're plastic, and I don't want to melt my cups by pouring in this hot pudding. So mixing it around in the KitchenAid also allows for the pudding to start to cool down so we can assemble our cups. Also, at this point, since we're almost ready to assemble our banana pudding cups, I'm going to cut up a banana. Now, you want your banana to start to turn, that brown black color. I don't know why. My grandmother always said they supposed to be turning brown black. I don't know. I just follow what she said. So I'm going to slice mine very thin, but you can cut them to your desired consistency. And I'm also going to cut them into halves. I like my bananas to be small. I actually like no nana pudding. I don't like bananas in my banana pudding, but this is not just for me. So I'm going to dice up these bananas fairly small. And as you can see, they're already starting to turn black. So we're going to hurry up and try to assemble these banana puddings. And look at our pudding. Look at our pudding. It's nice, creamy, and velvety. Y'all see the difference? Y'all see what it did? Took it to a whole nother level. You guys, you have to use your KitchenAid. If you have one, if you don't, it's fine. So you can also pour this into a pan, or you could do banana pudding cups like me. I only do banana pudding in a pan when it's like a small group of people. But when I'm making a lot, I just think it's easier for me to do banana pudding cups. So I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of the pudding on the bottom. Right, just a little bit on the cups. And then I'm going to start to put in, I'm using Nilla wafers, and I'm going to put 3 in the cup. It just depends on how big of cups you're using. I got these cups off of Amazon. They're 9-ounce cups. And sometimes I use 8-ounce. So it just depends on how big the cup it is. But you can layer it however you want to. I believe I did, because it depends on my mood, y'all. So I did pudding, wafers, banana, pudding, wafers, pudding. I think I did like 5 layers. Guys, I already ate one and it ain't even Thanksgiving. That thing was so good, and it's not even like too sweet. It is so perfect. And you can honestly eat them nice and warm. But me, I like for them to chill. I put them in the refrigerator, of course, after they cool down. I put them in the a refrigerator for overnight. And I like them to chill because that also allows for the pudding to kind of melt in and infuse with the cookies. And it softens up the cookies tremendously. Oh my God. It is so, so, so delicious. And I personally think the cups just look so pretty. Oh, so I also use, I actually ran out of regular size wafers. So I was just showing y'all that I use the mini wafers too. But I do like to use the mini wafers for garnishment on top. So get regular size wafers and also get mini vanilla wafers. And then of course you're just going to top it off with some more velvety creamy pudding. You can put as much pudding in as you want to, as much cookies as you want to. You don't have to put bananas in there. If you like me and you like bananas, do a banana no nana pudding, okay? And just have the cookies and the homemade pudding in there and top it off with some whipped cream. But this is how it should look. We're gonna put our tops on our cups and place them in the refrigerator for 24 hours. 24 hours later, I'm just gonna take some Cool Whip, and I did 2 containers of Cool Whip, and then I put in a half a cup of powdered sugar, and I'm just gonna whisk this for about 1 minute on a level, I think it was a level 4 or level 6, and I'm just gonna let this go. And this is to smooth out our Cool Whip, and we wanted it to be like a beautiful consistency like that, so we can use our Cool Whip and pipe our bag so we can top our banana pudding all. So this is my piping bag, and I am just going to, I try to do this with one hand so y'all can see what I was doing. I normally use 2. So I am just gonna go around slowly. Y'all see how creamy, we got creamy pudding, we got creamy Cool Whip. I'm sorry, when I remake my videos, I'm of course gonna take it to another level. My first one, of course, was delicious, but my pudding wasn't, looking back on it, it wasn't as creamy as this, okay? It was not as creamy as this. It just, everything just looks so creamy and good. Like you can eat it through the screen. And I'm just going to, I'm gonna pipe my whipped cream on top. And then, now my decoration for my banana pudding cups will never change. I just take some crushed up wafers, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top of the whipped cream. And then I'm gonna take a mini vanilla wafer and just place that in the center of it. And that's pretty much it, guys. And I also do regular banana pudding, as you can see in the picture. This is easier doing it in a pan, but I just prefer the cups. The cups to me just look so good. You can just see all the layers because of the clear plastic containers. You can also use mason jars. If you want to check out my rum chata banana pudding, I use mason jars for that video. And then my first video, I think I used a smaller cup. But this is how it should look. And all you got to do is top them off with their little cute little tops. Place these in your refrigerator, and I just pack them up. And you can use a cupcake like holder. You can get those from Walmart, or you can just put it in a pan, one of those tin pans, and just transport them that way. But that's pretty much it, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are washing your hands, and I will see you guys at my next video.